Good evening, everybody. Good evening and happy Thursday to y'all. And I appreciate y'all tuning in today for this episode today. Um, I have something very interesting that I want to share with y'all today. Now, this actually came about today when I was in my office today. One of my coworkers was telling me about that it was a TikToker. That it was a TikToker, right? Or a content creator who's a TikToker. They informed me that there was a lady on TikTok who actually has a cult. But when she told me this interesting news, I looked at her crazy like, for real? And she's like, no, I'm dead serious. It's a lady. She's on TikTok. She's a content creator. She has a cult. So it intrigued me a little bit. I like, well, I mean, it happens. People have fans or whatever. She's like, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that she literally have people worshiping her. Like, literally. They're literally doing things for her. I like, really? Like what? Then my coworker was like, well, first of all, let me tell you this. This lady who's a TikToker, right? She is a one considered as a lesbian or a stud or whatever stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. It's intriguing me a little bit. Continue. She also mentioned that the only type of women that she go after is BBW women. I was like, really? Now you're really intriguing me. Okay. All right. So what else going on? And they're like, no, that's not the kicker. The kicker part is that she be having them call her one daddy. Like, really? They're like, nah, but that's not the kicker of that neither. The big kicker is that whenever they do anything wrong, she make them do certain rituals or sacrifice in her name. Like what? So she began to explain to me the different things that they do. I don't know how factual this is, but I'm gonna put up videos of people talking about this, right? But they said that she demanded one girl to cut herself in her name and all kind of crazy stuff. So this is the reason why Urban is going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about the cult AngelaTheeGOddess tonight. Since it's circulated around, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with this that's going on, because I know it's mainly on TikTok right now and on Twitter. But I don't think it really may be to the other platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. Even though I did see one content creator kind of touch on it about this a little bit, and that's it. But Urban's going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight. I'm going to pull up her on TikTok account, and we're going to dive into this the exciting world of the cults of AngelaTheeGOddess. So buckle your seatbelt, boys and girls, because this is going to be an interesting show tonight. But before I do that, salute to you as well, Rush. I not see you in the building as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in today. I appreciate that. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on jump into this. Let me go on pull this thing up. All right. So what y'all see to the left of me? What y'all see to the left of me is her TikTok account, which is AngelaTheeGOddess. No, I'm not following her or nothing like that. As you can see, I'm not following her, but this is her TikTok account. All right. So, in order for us to get some, just to give you a little bit of clarity about her, let me show you her beginning first. All right. This is the video that she been showing the people where, well, I have to show it to y'all. It's better for me to show it to you. Let me show you this video right here first. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now, the first video that I showed you, This was her before and after. Okay, this is when she was a BBW herself in this video. So she converted from being a BBW into the image that you see right now with her doing what she doing. Oh, Justin, and I appreciate you joining me tonight. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it's not a lot of content creators on YouTube who's covering this right now, so that's why I want to go ahead and talk about it. So we're gonna dive into it. I'm gonna give you a lot of stuff that I done found out about it, that I done researched about it. That, like I said, I got her TikTok account pulled up right now. Not only we're gonna go through TikTok, we're gonna go through a Twitter account. We're gonna go through whatever account she got. We're gonna investigate this thing and we're gonna figure it out and see what's the hype about. All right. So, as you see, that was one of her videos that was showing her before and after, right? So now, if you look at her after, now I just put on a random video.
Stupid, guys! Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid! Use your common sense. Stupid, guys!
Yeah, as you see her after, she looked completely different from her before and after. So a lot of these women, they see her and they're attracted to her.
And you better not be a snitch, because I'll tell fucking Carl Bismarck.
I'm a snitch. Call Carl. I don't even know who he
He's
is.
dead! You're a weird mother.
And the reason why a lot of these women become attracted to her, because she have confessed even in her TikToks and Twitter that she are attracted to BBW women. Matter of fact, that is her quote unquote appetite, that she's attracted to BBW women. So there are a lot of videos, a lot of TikToks where she's talking about that. Matter of fact, here's one right here I'm going to want to pull up real quick.
Welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled. Your wish is my command. I'm here to please you. Welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled.
That's one of them. And she got plenty more as well.
Ooh, I like the jouet. No, I actually love the jouet. Give me the jouet. Give me the jouet. Come on. What's the jouet? Ooh, I like the.
Miss Wilson, welcome as well. Welcome. And you saying that Kiva come get this commentary has done extensive commentary on her? Yeah, I heard that name too when I was doing my research on her today, and I heard that name come up. We finna pull all that information. I guarantee y'all we're gonna pull everything up today. Because one thing about me is that when I become intrigued about something, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole as far as the rabbit hole can go with this. All right. So. Yeah, so since she had transformed herself into the image that you see right now, this has been her image, all right? And she also been going after nothing but BBW women. So she created this whole TikTok account, and she's being real seductive about it, expressing her desire or appetite for BBW women. So it went from this into it started spurring more and more where these women start becoming attracted to her, and they start giving her all this attention. So they start giving her more and more attention and notoriety and attention stuff, right? To the point now that it ended up becoming a cult-like. So it ended up becoming a cult-like to where we're at right now, where now, as you can see, you could I'm at the beginning. This is her second TikTok page because the other one got banned for whatever crazy reason. But this is her second TikTok account that I'm on. But you could tell just by looking at her stories that she did transition from one type of image, and she transitioning to the image that you see right now, and transition, or you could say evolving more and more and more. Now you're starting to see as she's evolving more, and now you start to see what they call on TikTok duets with her videos.
When he liked big girls for real. The gut, the arms, the rolls, and all.
Give me the sweat. Give me the sweat. Come on. What's the sweat? What's the sweat?
Now notice.
When he liked big.
Now notice, the more I keep scrolling up, the more her content is evolving more. And we're gonna go deeper into this too. I'm just showing you her page right now, but we're gonna dive deeper into it. All right.
Don't flirt with him.
But here's another one, woman too.
Fucking hell. Don't flirt with him.
But yeah, you can just see it just keep evolving more and more and more.
Big girls now because it's a trend I see. A few years ago,
I was a big girl, and I dated big girls then, and I most definitely still date them now.
Big girls now because it's a trend I see. A few years ago,
I was a big girl, and I dated big girls then, and I most definitely still date them now.
Big girls now because it's a trend.
I don't know if y'all could see this part. I'm gonna try to blow it up real quick for y'all. I'm gonna make it way real bigger. Do y'all see on the bottom there where now she's starting to use the language daddy? She's starting to use the language daddy, or anything with daddy in her. But yeah, it keeps evolving more and more and more. So, me being the person that I am, right, I decided to want to dig deeper into this, right? So, all I did, starting off in her TikTok, all I did is research. The first thing I did, I typed in Daddy's Girl Code. And from there, you get these videos right here, where people are starting to talk about it, all right?
That I've seen about this lesbian BBW cult on TikTok. And let me tell you, I'm glad that people are starting to actually, pay attention and notice what's going on, because the shit's weird. Now, I used to follow the cult leader in question back when she was on a different account. And as quickly as I unfollowed her because she posted a video that sent red flags shooting up everywhere. She ended up posting a video on here doing a trend, and in the video, she said, everyone wants to date me until they realize that I do not allow the use of safe words. Now, that is concerning in any dynamic, but especially this one, because those girls are calling themselves her submissives. They're saying that they submit to her. And as someone who's been a submissive for the better part of 8 years, let me tell you, if a dominant is telling you that they do not allow the use of safe words, you need to run, skip, hop, jump, traipse, skedaddle, gallop, scurry, saunter. Get the fuck away from them. They're unsafe. So I just took mental note of it, unfollowed her, kept it pushing. A couple months later, she comes across my FYP again. And now she is like the Jim Jones of fucking Taurus. She's like the Jesus of Lane Bryant. She got these bitches sending her money. They're getting her name tattooed on them. They're calling her God. They're praying to her. What is this? Them color contacts got the girlies in a chokehold. You hear me? But in group dynamics like this, you're always going to have the defector, someone who leaves the group and starts, exposing them for what's really going on. So this girl, Black Vanilla, ended up posting screenshots on Twitter of text messages, between the group, between her and Angela. And I'm just going to put them up here and just pause to read. Trigger warning for abusive language and self-harm.
I don't know if y'all could see that, but
and she literally tried to make her pull her dread out. Girl, I do not understand submission to a person that treats you like that, but that's beyond me. I'm just saying, y'all, keep an eye out on this, because something in the milk is not.
Y'all heard about
before we heard her commentary on what y'all think about that so far? What y'all think about that? Now, let's say I don't know if y'all could see the text messages on there, but what Urban is doing too is that I'm presenting this video live so y'all could go back on my video and each way how I figure out how to find out information about her, y'all could go back and dig even deeper up about this as well. So you can use Urban as the blueprint to find out everything that's going on with her. Because I'm going to show y'all. Because trust me, this is what I do. This is what Urban does. I'm so used to doing research all the time. So I know how to adequately know how to research people very well. So that's what we're doing. And yes, Jessica, that's what we're doing. Where we're having this conversation about Miss Angela, the goddess. But yeah, let's dive deeper into this. Oh, she the first lady also mentioned this too, that she was mentioning that she was talking about her eyes and stuff too. I'm gonna give y'all a perspective about her eyes too. After when we do all this, I'm gonna give y'all a certain perspective about that too, what I found out about that, all right? But let's listen to this.
This chick right here.
This is the second video that I've seen about this lesbian BBW cult on TikTok. And let me tell you, I'm glad that people are starting to actually pay attention and notice what's going on. Because
I feel like I'm late to the party on this, but I've just discovered that Daddy's Girl cult. I'm going to show you the video, then I'm going to tell you my thoughts. And this is just a video of another creator whose videos are the first ones I've seen about this, but this has been going on for months now, so I'm late to this party.
Apparently, there's this chick named Angela, right? And she has this so-called cult of a bunch of BBW women who worship this bitch like a god. Like literally
Justin, I believe she still got that skincare company right now.
Tattooed on their body, and they
Yeah, I believe she still got that skincare company right now, because when I have found her on Facebook, she still got that business active as of today for us what I know of.
never met this woman in their life.
So she made a few videos about this, and I'm gonna tag her below because she has all the information on this cult. And I'm lost for words. I really just want to know like the psychology of like behind joining a cult. Like I know they always say like people.
Oh no, you good, Justin. Like whatever information you got, you could throw it in the chat and stuff. It may be something that I don't know. If I don't know, hey, we got time tonight. We're gonna find out tonight. That way, all of us could be the blueprint of this, and we could do our due diligence, and this video could be shared, and people could find out more about it. So it's all good. Yeah, drop everything that you know.
Weak minds, and this is not the first cult that has ever been started, but this is the first one that I've seen unfold right in front of my very own eyes here on Beyonce's internet. My thing is, as a person with lots of tattoos, people are always asking me about my tattoos, like what's the meaning behind them, all this stuff like that. Usually there's no meaning for me, like I just like getting stuff that's pretty. What do you say when someone asks you, who's Angela? Like, what do you say that this, like, do they say that that's like their Lord and Savior? I'm so lost and so confused. I just know full well if my parents see me with a new tattoo, they're going to be upset for no matter what. But secondly, they're going to be like, what does that mean? Who is Angela? Who's Daddy? Why are you with Daddy's Girl? And you've never been that day in your life. So like, how do they explain?
Now, Daddy Girl is the actual name of the cult now. Angela named it Daddy Girl, so all of her members have to refer to Angela as Daddy, period.
That this is who they worship, this is their God. What has she done to make them this obsessed, this pressed over this woman? Even my friends would be looking at me crazy if I get some random ass woman's name tatted on my chest, who I have never met in my life. And these women are sending her money, like lots of money, hundreds of dollars every day. And now I'm going to fall even further down the rabbit hole of why people join cults. What's the psychology psychology behind that. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna find it out and report back.
A lot of unexpected viewers.
We are literally watching videos about this cult that's on TikTok. That one chick, and she got women with her name tattooed on her chest with the rose and stuff.
Hey man, say they up here tripping on her. How's she gonna do a commentary about this except her have her woman trying to get all frisky with her? Boy, I tell you, y'all people are something else on TikTok. But let's watch it.
I would never no. It's really a fucking cult on TikTok for a chick that don't give two rats to the moon's back, y'all. But okay.
That's crazy.
That's y'all on TikTok. It's these women that's attacking other women in the comments. Cause I was looking up something when you showed me that while watching that video. I looked up something and this woman got a death threat sent to her P.O. box.
I'm interviewing this young lady, Shay Jenkins. What's up, Shay? How you doing? I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm gonna show that video of that too, by the way.
TikTok cult, right?
Oh well, they're showing it right now.
Okay, so let me just jump right into it. First of all, like I said, we've been calling this group Daddy's Girls a cult. But I mean, you said you was there from what you...
Why you switching to put on airplay?
You said you was there from what you told me. Is it more so just a group of supporters?
Now I do consider it a cult. In the beginning, it was more so of, people supporting the person that's now the leader of the group.
Well, I don't know what they're doing.
Once I became involved, it became more like a system because there are women who come from different lifestyles, had, different things, whether it was trauma. The leader of the cult, the activities that she was doing, the behavior she was displaying, it just turned into more of...
So basically, this young lady started off gathering together people that supported her in her TikTok page, and then she, from there, kind of turned it into something negative.
Right.
Okay. So how did you even meet, this girl, her name was Angela, right?
Correct.
So how did y'all even meet, and how did you end up being a part of this group of her supporters?
On TikTok, prior I was online, and I came across her FYP, and she joined my live, and that's how we kind of started communicating directly from her joining my live.
Okay, so you started off watching her live, and then one day she watched yours, and from there she started talking to
What y'all think about this so far? Weird, ain't it? But the just like I say, the rabbit hole gets even deeper. Just like what Justin was mentioning earlier, that that Angela do have like a skinning care company, which you could find that on her TikTok page, and it'll take you from a TikTok page to her business, her actual business page too. But I did deeper than that, and I found it not only online, but I also found it on Facebook as well too. When I did some digging on her as well. But I mean, this whole thing is interesting. But what I want to, as I'm building this up, I want to show y'all the different her different member stuff. I'm gonna show y'all this video today. This is the actual video that's trending right now. Where a lot of people is showing right now, and I'm sharing this with y'all.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
With your black. Who you got over there? How much people?
I got 12.
Damn.
They saying I'm beautiful. I appreciate you telling me that, but I am very much my daddy's. Please don't call me beautiful.
Please don't.
Please.
I don't appreciate that.
I don't want no rides.
And I'll come pick her up, and I'm the driver. She don't want that ride. I will be the driver. Cab wise, nigga. Cab position. They said Bella glowing. That's daddy's glow. That's my baby. Bella's my heart. That's my baby. Can't nobody fuck with her. That's my girl, period. I've been with this girl for 6 months. Are you dumb? This girl know me. Period.
I do.
Yeah, that is true, by the way, Justin. I noticed that as well too. They try to they trying to allocate it to keep people from searching them, but it still pulls up. People need to understand whatever you put on the internet, it's always going to be there. It's always going to resort back to the original source, no matter what. No matter how you try to cover up and hide it. The only way that you can get things totally remove or sponge from the internet, if you know somebody who know how to do a heck of a good job hacking. That's the only way. But other than that, no, it is not. It is not going to happen at all. Do you think that Miss Wilson, that the ego is driving him, or is it her? You think the ego is driving her or her followers?
I love you so much. I'm about to cry. I love you so much, Daddy. No, it's okay. She's like, oops, I'm so sorry for calling you beautiful. It's okay.
Yeah, don't play that. It ain't okay.
I'm sorry. It's not okay. I'm
sorry, it's not okay. Bill, I'm happy your ass not drinking like me. One of us got to have a sober mind at this point.
But yeah, Daddy, you know what?
Sharing is caring. You can share me. You can't share my girls belong to me, period. You can't share this.
Who says sharing is caring?
One of these girls, I don't know.
I am happily owned by Angela Natural Genius. If you cannot tell, her name is tatted on my chest, so everybody can see who I'm owned by. Sorry. I am branded like a cow. Where am I going? Nowhere.
I am jealous.
Sorry.
It's not. I'm not only jealous. I wouldn't even say I'm jealous. I'm possessive. Let's go with that over jealous. I'm possessive.
Daddy, they said, laugh out loud. It's okay. I get your hers.
Thank you. As you should. Cult.
I am definitely hers.
You want to join? They said cult over here, Bella.
Oh my God. It is, but we love it here. Like, it is a cult. It is. It very much is. And Daddy is the head of this cult.
Would you like to join?
And we love it here.
Alrighty. So far out, these different videos that I'm bringing up, and I'm just trying to build it up to you. Build it up. I'm just trying to get y'all clarity about the the severity of this situation as it's developing. Yeah, Daddy is driven by ego. Followers have challenges with self-esteem and self-worth. Yes, that is true. I agree with you on that. When me and my coworker, when we was having this conversation about that, that's the exact same thing I said to her about this too. That's the exact same thing I said. Miss Juanita, welcome to the show. You always be joining the show when I be talking about this wild stuff. but welcome. But yeah, we fixing to dig deeper into the rabbit hole. I'm gonna let y'all hear what she got to say.
They used to identify with. So in case you haven't heard about the TikTok cult, it's pretty much just a bunch of bitches in spaghetti strap and white beater tank tops showing out in front of their androids for this one little ass girl they call Daddy, aka Ange. And some of these women have even gone as far as to brand themselves with a tattoo of Angela's name, pledging their loyalty and dedication and love for Miss Daddy, aka Angela. The sickest part about this whole shit to me is that she typically takes advantage of big girls. And she used to be a big girl. Like, this is the most classic example of bitches lose weight and act brand new. Cause now you're taking advantage of and exploiting a community that you very much so used to be a part of. You've lived life through that lens, you've experienced those hardships. And now you want to make their life even more difficult by demanding money from them, demanding that they harm themselves because they didn't do exactly what you said. Like, we all laugh about it, but there's something very demonic about a person who can just be that malicious to a group.
Now, I'm very glad that she mentioned about that, talking about that it could be something very demonic about that. I'm so glad she said that, because this segued into my next point about this situation. All right, now, one thing about me is that I'm a Miss Juanita, for some reason Facebook be tripping, all right? So what you can do, go to my YouTube page. Go to my official urban therapist YouTube page. And I guarantee you it's not going to glitch over there. But Facebook does that while I'm doing my lives, all right? So, but if you want to get the full show, go ahead and go to my YouTube page. Go to my YouTube channel right now. But anyway, I have this ability to where I could sense spiritual things out of people. I could sense the energy out of people. Another one term for this is that that I'm an empath. I'm an empath. That I could sense energy out of people. So I could sense when a person is happy. I could sense a person when they're sad. I could sense when there's something that is not right about a person that nobody else can't sense, but I can. So I have that type of discernment or ability to do that, right? So I'm mentioning all this is because when this was first presented to me, when I had laid eyes on her for the very first, time, the energy that I had got from her was that it wasn't so much demonic, but she had channeled a certain type of goddess-like energy. And so I noticed when I went on to her business page, right? When I went on to her business page, I seen that one of the products that she was selling besides the skincare was that she was selling, the ritualistic type candles and stuff there too, to perform different rituals. And she was advertising strongly to do a spiritual bath for a spiritual cleansing. So it is my theory that that one day through her transitioning into the image that she is right now, one day through her transitioning, somebody probably had told her to do that. Somebody probably told her, like, hey, you need to connect with yourself. In order for you to find self-love with yourself, you need to connect with yourself spiritual. You need to call on a certain spiritual goddess. You know what I'm saying? You need to call on this certain goddess, right? To channel that energy so you could have self-worth about yourself. So you could have self-confidence about yourself. So you could go through this whole transformation within yourself. So I started thinking about that. I started thinking about it real hard. Like, well, if that be the case, then what goddess did she channel? What goddess did she end up channeling in order to acquire this energy? The first goddess that came into my mind, and this is because, I just see she was black. The first goddess that came into my mind was, of course, Yushan. But however, it's not Yushan because Yushan energy is different than this energy. Yushan energy is different from that. I don't know if how many of y'all study the different goddess within the different cultures like African culture or the Greek cultures and everything like that. But I have I study intensely about the different goddess attributes and stuff. But your son energy or attribute isn't like how the way Angela attribute is. Your son doesn't demand a type of sacrifice that requires for your son don't requires a certain sacrifice where it requires for you to do self-harm to yourself. And that's based on her attribute. She doesn't do nothing like that. But however, there is a goddess, after I did my research, there is a goddess that does require that same type of sacrifice. And that goddess is the Greek goddess Athena. Now, if y'all go and research the Greek goddess Athena, I guarantee you that Athena attributes is similar to how the way Angela is acting right now. I guarantee if you want to do your research about it. And one of the biggest thing, and I know when Justin, you was mentioning Justin and other people, y'all was mentioning about her eyes too. Guess what color is the one goddess Athena eyes? Blue. The goddess Athena eyes is blue. And the goddess Athena, the Greek goddess Athena, she does everything what Angela's doing right now, require humanistic sacrifices and everything. And she has a type of narcissistic trait where she demands worship. She demands worship. And she demands worship from, you guessed it, other women. So I want y'all to go on research that. Go look that up because it's pretty interesting. Yeah, and that's the welcome Jenny, by the way. But that's the reason why she's using a lot of blue imagery. My theory is because she channeled the energy of Athena. That's the closest goddess that I know that has that type of attribute and that type of energy, and also her eyes are blue as well. Yep. Yeah, and that's true too. That's true too. Because at the end of the day, all of us have a type of discernment about people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm speaking about me be able to have a spiritual discernment, it's a little bit different. Yeah, exactly. I agree to that as well, which that's normally the type of behavior. Not only she may been bullied, another thing too is that she wasn't socially accepted. She was saying all her peers or counterparts, getting a man or getting a woman, or however that goes and stuff, right? And so she wasn't socially accepted. So therefore, she went through this whole path for trying to find herself. Then I just honestly believe this what happened to her. One day, she read into like I call them oracles, but other people call them prophets, but it's the same thing. But she probably ran into them and they gave her advice. It told her like, hey, you need to build up some self-confidence in yourself. So you need to go and purchase the candles and stuff. You need to purchase these candles, and you need to take a spiritual bath. And when you're sitting in the spiritual bath, you need to channel the type of energy that you want to manifest into yourself, so you can have self-confidence. And I honestly believe that that's what happened to her. That she channeled this type of energy of this Greek goddess, and this Greek goddess came into her and she ended up evolving into the person that she is right now. Absolutely. Because once again, that type of goddess demands a type of sacrifice, period, no matter what it is. So yeah, let's dive even too deeper. I just want to get y'all that spiel on that, so y'all can check that out and stuff. Now that is my perspective. I'm not saying that's 100% true for anything like that. That is my personal perspective about that, by what I didn't observe so far about that. All right. So I want to, but before I go to her Twitter account, I want to try to pull up her actual members, because I actually pulled up her members and stuff too. That's part of this as well. Let me see if I can pull them up. Yeah, she's one. And this girl here, yeah, I'm start with her.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
This girl here, she is a full-fledged member.
What does it mean?
Shit.
trying to tell me what my life is. I am happy, okay? Bitch, shut up. Ain't nobody asked you
I like you. Have a cupcake. I like you. Have a cupcake. I heard from a friend of a friend that dick was a 10 out of 10. I like you. Have a cupcake.
Yeah, as y'all see, as y'all see, these women, they're fully vested into her. They're fully devoted to Angela. They are, and one of the things that I also researched too is that they are required by her to do TikTok videos of her. That's a requirement. If they don't do TikTok videos of her or Twitter videos of her as well, then they're going to be punished for that. Which it requires some type of ritualistic sacrifice as well. So yeah, a lot of these women, and they're like I say, all of them BBW as well. Now I don't want to do a full reach on the members because I know that at the end of the day, a lot of these members who are part of this, they was dealing with the same situation, dealing with low self-esteem, dealing with not being accepted by the social norm. So I don't want to, focus on them and try to attack them, because these are the ones who actually need us. These are the ones who actually need us. Well, what do you mean by that, Urban? These are the ones who need to understand that it is okay and you still socially accepted into the society. Period. There are people out there that love BBWs and they will date BBWs and they love for you to be the way that you are. There are people out there that will accept you 100% how the way you are. But however, there's a however to it. You have to be in the position that you love yourself first. That's the only difference. Remember, I was telling you about energy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you in this space and you're BBW, if you don't have no type of self-confidence, you're in the space where you're always depressed within yourself and you're looking for someone to save you, it's going to be a less likely chance that people is not going to enter into your personal space. And it's not nothing harsh about that, but it's the reality of it. Because at the end of the day, all of us, we're looking for people, who are confident in themselves, who love themselves. We're not looking for people where we're trying to save all the time, per se. Where you got to, every single day, you got to put all this energy and effort to tell them every single day, hey, you look good, you beautiful, bat that thing up. You look beautiful. But when you put all that energy every single day, it becomes exhausting. So it have to be a point where they have to know that they are beautiful within themselves. They have to love themselves enough to accept them for them. Then once when they accept themselves and love themselves, then that energy is going to project where other people is going to accept them as well. Now throughout my life, I also talk a lot about energy. Wherever energy that you project within yourself is going to come out as an end result. So yeah. So let me let me do this. Let me do this.
I was a big girl, and I dated big girls then, and I most definitely still date them now.
Big girls now because it's a trend I see. A few years ago,
I was a big girl, and I dated big girls then, and I most definitely still date them now. Big girls.
Yeah, that's that. I will do some more with the other one, but let me go on. I'm gonna jump into I'm jumping to the what's called it real quick. Let me close this out. Yeah, I'm gonna jump into my Twitter account real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all see that as well.
One more too.
Stop that. Give y'all free audio. Yo, while I'm pulling this information out, what do y'all think about that so far? What y'all think about that? How do y'all feel about the ladies that are part of this quote unquote daddy's girl cult? Do you feel bad for them? Do you feel sympathy for them, empathy, or are you just like whatever? I don't care. It's their life. Live it up. Well, how y'all feel about that? Feels. Let me see. Guess I'll do this video first. Oh yeah, I didn't even show y'all this video. Oh girl, I'm pull this video up too. As soon as where's that? Oh, here it is right here.
What it was like to go viral.
All right. All right, so this video here, this is the video of a lady. She decided to come out and speak about this. So let's hear what she got to say.
I always wanted to know what it was like to go viral. And I see what it's like to go viral. That girl stuff is mediocre. Yes, it is me. I am she. It is I. Who says that? Yes, it's me. Her stuff was mediocre. Okay, boom, I said that. She put the harness on over the joggers, everything. But, yes, like, y'all see why I left. It's giving very so much Siberian Husky, like y'all said. It's giving very so much cat-like movement of the tongue. It's giving so much, reject.
Basically, what she was talking about, Angela's quote unquote stroke game. So pretty much she ended up I don't mean to be graphic about it, but she pretty much was put on her strap and yeah. And she was saying when she put on her strap it wasn't all that and she wasn't satisfied and she started speaking out against that. And when you do more research on her, the members start attacking Angela and the members start attacking her and stuff, attacking her and her family and all kind of crazy stuff. Oh yeah, that's what's up, cousin. Yeah, my cousin said he don't judge. He just let them do what they do. For sure. Yeah, their life can't change grown people. Their life can't change grown people. Understandable. PMP, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Justin, he said, I think that they have been groomed through manipulation. And that's pretty interesting that you mentioned that too, Justin. That's very interesting. Justin, did you watch my show last night when I was talking about the 46-year-old who married the 18-year-old? Because when I did my show last night about that, that's pretty much the conclusion that a lot of people had got from that as well. That they believe that the 46-year-old was grooming that 18-year-old, which I mean to be honest with you is true. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I know. I'm trying to do that, but and in a way, I kind of got it doing that purposely. All right. And you say your show not telling you what to do. What do you mean by that? Oh, Matt in the building too? Hey, what's up, Matt? Was he 61? I thought she said he was like in his 40s or something like that, 40s or early 50s. Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that out, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. But no, back to just you made this comment saying sorry, your show not telling you what to do. What do you mean by that? Okay, all right, gotcha. What spirit is he talking about? Yeah, what spirit are you talking about? Because I'd like to know. Because I could go back and research that as well too. Yeah, I could go back and research that as well too. I
always wanted to know.
I have no problem with that.
Appreciate the compliment, honey, but please don't call us beautiful or gorgeous. Please. I appreciate the compliment, honey, but please don't call us beautiful or gorgeous. Please.
Please don't.
We don't want no rides with Daddy.
No wrong rides over here.
And Daddy said if with the 700 cuts, they better be neat.
Wow.
You heard what she said.
And then after you finish cutting, you need to pray for forgiveness.
Yeah, did y'all hear that though? Now, Angela, she doesn't allow none of her cult members to have anyone else call them daddy, because if they do that, then they're going to be punished by that. And the one on the left said if that were to happen, then our punishment is that she owed them 7 cuts. Showed them 7 cuts. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, this is what's going on in this TikTok universe right now, and the and people just follow for it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, people just follow for it. But I got way more stuff than that. I got a whole lot of videos and everything about that. But I don't want to bore y'all with just showing y'all a whole lot of videos. So, there's different theories. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's theories. A whole lot of things that they done put out there. That's a whole lot of different theories. So, I don't know. Yeah, they are. According to this video, they are. According to some reports and stuff, yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, from the way how it's going, it looked that way too, Miss Wilson. It looks that way. Absolutely looks that way. So, just like I say, I got some time tonight. So, how about this? How about this? Whoever want to come up and share your perspective, just put a one in the comment. If you want to come up and share your perspective about this topic, put a one in the comment, and I will immediately drop the link, and y'all can want to come up and share y'all perspective about this. Or you may have more information than what I got. If you want to share that as well, you could come up and share it as well. And we can have this conversation about this. So if every one of y'all want to come up, just type one. Then I'll immediately get the link pulled up and y'all could come up. I'll allow y'all come up here. We could have this talk. We can have this talk, okay? Okay, I'll be there after the show. I'll be there after the show, Money Boy. Oh yeah, you done broke Zoom? I have Matt, I have another way how you can get up here too, but the one thing about it is that if you're not trying to be on camera, you're gonna have to block your camera where nobody can see you. But yeah, I have another link where you can get up here too besides Zoom. And I agree with that too, Justin. So let me ask you this question too. By you knowing that knowledge, what do you think would be the solution behind that? If you were dealing with a person or persons they're like this, what would you say to them to build up their confidence? What would you say to them to build up their confidence? All right, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm not figuring to drop this link for y'all. Yeah, you sure did, Mr. Brooks. Yeah, give me 1 moment. All right, I just dropped the link in YouTube. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed, Miss Wilson. Yeah, agreed. I agree with that too. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Hmm. And that's interesting too, Mr. Brooks. By the way, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Miss Wilson, I'm just waiting on you to connect your audio. Also, Miss Wilson, if you don't want to be on camera, I could see you, but if you don't want to be on camera, then I'm not going to show you on the camera on the main stream. No, nobody won't be able to see you. Are you speaking?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now.
Hi there, this is Keyshawn. Thank you so much for opening up your line.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, just like I say, I can see you, but I'm not showing you on the main live. Okay, that way you won't be on camera.
Okay, however you want, that's fine. Is there not a picture of me up there for my Zoom?
Yeah, I see your picture with your do rag on. I see you, but just like say, I can show the actual Zoom if I want to on my live, but I'm just choosing not to. So like, uh, yeah, but I'm just choosing not to.
Okay, cool beans. And again, thank you for touching on this subject. I do come from the background of psychology as well. I am a therapist by trade as well. So it
Welcome,
really
sister.
pains me that thank same for you, same to you. So we're definitely kindred spirits, and I do have empathy for those women. And I don't know if you've noticed, but one of the first things I would do if I met them is apologize. I would apologize for whomever had hurt them.
You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think Miss Wilson she was speaking, but I think she got cut off.
Because honestly, we don't know. There could be different motivations. Yes, there's some poor self-esteem. We would say that could be a common denominator. or low self-esteem or low self-worth and things of that nature. However, as you know, there's an underlying issue that may not be for every person, right? So with that being said, we have to understand that and not lump them all together and just basically throw them away. You know, they are no different than what, you know, like an R. Kelly did
Mm-hmm.
to his victims. When you think about it, a lot of those young girls were coming from brokenness.
It's certainly grooming.
What you say, Lancer?
It's certainly grooming.
You said Sally Groomer?
Sorry, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I say it's certainly grooming.
Oh, okay.
Grooming, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grooming.
Gotcha. Okay.
They sure were. That's exactly it. And because she is a former BBW, she knows exactly what types of poor feelings they have or weaknesses they have and challenges they have. So she feeds off of that so that she can, unfortunately, brim herself up. And I pray for her. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because there's also a sense of brokenness. We don't see that because of how she's victimizing other people. However, as you know, Mr. Therapist, you know, they just don't come across just automatically hurting someone.
True.
This is the reality of behind every crime or behind every bad thing, there's a broken person, and that person has been made that way by someone else. Do you know what I mean? It's an ongoing. It's a cycle. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. We have to break the cycle. But thanks to, you know, platforms like yours, we're able to bring awareness to it.
Yeah, I can hear myself in my headphones. Yeah, I can hear Koishan. What she was saying 5 minutes ago. You've got
I was listening, Lacer.
So, yeah, well, and I was kind of going to say, so I've been researching this. I've been looking into this, and one thing that it looks was the grooming nature of the whole thing. Is what if you look back to her in January of this year, she was at her thinnest, and then when you go through to March, that's when she sort of seemed to become more predatory in a kind of, and when you look at her all of her social, I'm assuming you've looked at all the socials like the Facebook, her personal Facebook. I know you've looked at her. I can hear. I'm hearing stuff.
Are you hearing background? Are you still on YouTube? Because sometimes when you're still on YouTube, you'll get that feedback like that.
Right, I'll pause that. Sorry, so that's my bad. Yeah. All right, yeah. So, like when I've looked back on her stuff, like it went from being. It seems like it was kind of innocent. In fact, when she started up her business, the skincare business, it seemed like a legitimate, like she was just trying to make her way in the world. Do you know what I mean? Not, and she's someone who maybe she'd been big, and then she wanted to be positive. Do you know what I mean? And then somewhere along that line, she's developed like, oh, I can get power from it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She understands that her, like, she's been telling people, I can do this, so you can do this, and people are going, yeah, you're great.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, she's sort of developed that messiah complex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
And
Can I chime in for just a second, Lacer? Because you made me think of something, and I have ADD sometimes myself, and if I don't say it, I'll forget it. And one of the things that you keyed in on was when I first saw her eyes. It was one that, honestly, I was overwhelmed. And
what the more recent pictures of her eyes?
And actually, you see her, if you pay attention, you see her eyes as they transform. That
yes, I understand. Yeah, I get that.
Right. Yeah. And it was becoming more. It's me. It's me. It's me.
Yep,
I am
100%.
God. Yes,
I get that 100%. Yeah.
And truth be told, and I'm not criticizing anyone. We are all on a spiritual journey. We're just humans. We're spirits having a human experience.
Absolutely.
We don't understand. We get it confused, right? And with her, I don't see it being any different. I believe that
I don't think she began evil. Yeah.
No, not at all. Yeah. She found a way that she felt good, that she can share these things with others. And unfortunately, the spirit went to the side, and the ego came up when she realized, wow, I'm getting all this attention. This is some And just like, again, I'm no excuse. I'm not excusing anyone's behavior, Lacer, because just because we can does not mean we should.
It's not about excusing, it's about understanding.
Exactly, brother. I'm just saying that it seems like the behaviors that I'm seeing lately is indicating that it's now more of a narcissistic type of behaviors that she's having because of the flock, honestly, that she began with.
Yeah, and it's all about control.
Correct. And that's what a lot, and I have to go here in my community, because she is a part of my community as well. That pains me when I see people like that who have a major platform that can really do so much healing in that platform. And unfortunately, it's self-preservation. It's more self gratification. And so again, I'm going to send out in the universe that shifts. Don't get it twisted. However, the reality of it is, she's enjoying the attention that she's getting, good or bad. It's good attention for her.
Well, she loves it's the control. And to me, from what I've spent like a few hours looking into it, what I've seen is someone who's gone from someone, like you say, just being a person, just trying to make their way in the world, and then she's at some point she's discovered she has a power. At some point she's gone, right, I can better my life through this. And then she hasn't understood, maybe not understood, or she does understand, I don't know. But it's affecting other people negatively. And like now, when you look at her, she seems like a cult leader. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a cult leader. There's no way you can like argue with that. It comes across like that.
Let me ask both of y'all a question. Well, what is the difference between what she's doing right now versus a religious leader who resembles the same type of behavior?
Oh, nothing. There isn't. There's
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I'm not like a massively religious person myself. I was brought up in a religious background, but I'm not like someone who goes to church or whatever. But there's a difference between domination over your everyday life and everything you do, or positively affecting you and making you feel like someone's watching over you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, positive religion is feeling like you're protected. And whatever this is not how it's the scary thing about this is what you see with any cult thing is you see people that have lost all control of their life, but at the same time they accept it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they accept it as a social norm, which that's true. If that be the case, then a person like Angela will look at her situation as being no different from, a person who's in religion, who goes to church all the time. She ain't doing no different. And if she were to say something like that to one of y'all, what would be your response to that?
But I, I, don't- I don't, right. I grew up in a religious background, and I seen my mum, my mum was a single mother, very vulnerable, and people pray, like, she was preyed upon. Do you know what I mean? Like, people who feel vulnerable in life, it could be vulnerability through mental illness, or it could be like they're unsure about their physical appearance, or like eating disorders, all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? These people are vulnerable. These are the people that are preyed upon with all cults, all. I mean, I can't. I was going to say all religions. A lot of them you can't, like Scientology, where you can't really call religion, but they always prey on the vulnerable. What we're looking at in this situation is people who have got serious levels of a lack of self-esteem, but body issues. Do you know what I mean? They're not. They just want to be loved.
Yeah.
People, I kind of know what that's like. Right? I've never been as sort of that. I've never been big, but I know from other areas. There's points in life where you just want to be involved, want to be part of a group. Do you know what I mean? When you feel like you've been extricated from society or whatever, and then someone comes along and goes, "You can be part of our group. Our group's great." All you have to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All you have to
Absolutely.
do is follow our, and it's picking on the vulnerable, finding the vulnerable, and abusing the fact that they are vulnerable. And I think that's probably one of the worst things that you can do in society. It's like children are vulnerable, and like adults can be vulnerable. It's literally the worst thing you can do is identify a vulnerable person and then target them, and that's what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. And now, how do you feel about that, Miss Wilson?
If I understand the question correctly, if Angela came, if we had the discussion where she would compare what she's doing to more of like a religious cult, what would be my response? Is that what you're? Tell me. Ask. I'm sorry.
No,
Ask me the
you.
question again.
No, you said it. That's exactly what I mean. But yeah,
Honestly, if she and I had a conversation and she was honest and said something like, it is related or it is similar to a religious cult, what can I say? That's some honest truth there. Now, then I would go to the really, I would, okay, if that's how you feel, and then I would ask her, well, who's the God? Are you the God? She would probably say yes. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they call me Zaddy. Now, then I would immediately go to the followers. So can y'all explain to me how this came about? Because she's already told me what it's gonna be. And candidly speaking, Mr. Therapist, by her behaviors, she wouldn't tell me anything different by her verbalizing it because she's telling them to call her Zaddy. So that's a god. That's a goddess type of this is who I am. I'm
Mm-hmm.
your Zaddy or daddy, not Zaddy, daddy. You know, so she's
Yeah.
already said that's who I am, and they're like, yes, that's who you are. What can I
People
say?
choose their gods.
Yeah, absolutely.
People choose their gods. You try to convince someone that has decided that something is their god, regardless of whether it's a human being or a deity or whatever. You're not going to convince someone
And
otherwise.
I won't, Lace. And Lacer, to be honest with you guys, and this is just me personally and professionally, I don't have that right. My
No.
objective, my thing is to share different perspectives and
Hmm.
different insights and
Yeah.
things of that nature. And whatever they choose to do with that, that's on them. That's their natural
Ab-
consequence. With
absolutely. It's
with,
not
with
our place to tell people what to
and
believe or think.
it's a lot when we think about it. I can't speak for
Hmm.
y'all, but it's a lot dealing with me and my spiritual energy and my horns, keeping my little 10% of my Taurus horns in and my spirit more out. So I don't have the energy to do that with others. And I said it in love.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing though, with her and them. With listening to some of come get this commentary, because she did extensive work on it and in it, and she had a couple of the ex members that were actually that came on her panel and shared some things, just kind of what you shared um, in your snippets,
Hmm.
right? She gave more detailed, and it was like they couldn't really do anything without getting approval from daddy. And when she was talking, all I could think about was Mr. Sylvester, of what's going on with that situation.
Hmm.
When we heard the transcripts and we read the transcripts and things, some of us read them, and that kind of thing. So for me, it's not, I hate to say this, and it hurts me to say this, she's not the first and she won't be the last.
That is
Like you
true.
Agree.
said earlier, Lacer, it's really about a sense of belonging. As
Yeah.
you were talking, I was hearing just that, and you're exactly correct. And you notice, Mr. Therapist, every person wants to feel belong, a sense of
Hmm.
belonging, right? A part of
Absolutely.
something. And unfortunately for this woman, she has utilized what she knows personally and now spiritually, and now used it for religious means and ritualistic means, because that's really what religion is about too, if we're honest about it. It's really about the rituals, the practices, and the things of and the processes and things.
Hmm.
She has that down to a T. So again, I couldn't say anything about the comparison except for, can we work on something that you can use all of that. Apparently you have some strengths here because you're doing this. It's not for the good. Maybe if we found something else that we can utilize for the good, would you be interested in that, Angela? If we could find something positive, some kind of career that's positive, that you can transfer some of these very same, because you have leadership skills. Let's be honest, Mr.
Hmm.
Therapist and Lacer, she has the leadership
Yeah,
skills. They're not
that
the
is
best.
true.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
transfer those skills
I
to
mean,
something positive that can help the community. Now, I'm corny, I'm cheesy. I do believe, even though I'm going through so much in my personal, they would be like, Keyshawn, how can you be this optimistic? That's all I have left.
Yeah.
That's all I have left. So,
And,
um,
and you know what, Miss Wilson, this is the exact thing I mentioned on one of my other lives too. That at the end of the day, the reason why I'm the way that I am, because I do believe in hope, even though it may not seem like it's popular right now due to everything that we're going through in this world. But hope and faith still exists. It's very prevalent, and it's based on an individual perspective about it. So I just feel personally, as well as you feel as well, that if I could just initiate just a little bit of hope, a little bit of a silver lining, then maybe this could help change certain things around and give a different perspective where it can help revolutionize a person.
and maybe
I,
she'll hear this. Maybe she'll hear this, Mr. Therapist, and she'll realize, even though she has these personalities that if she would be diagnosed, I'm just gonna say the narcissistic part, if she has those behaviors. Let's just say it like that, because I
Hmm.
have not been able to be with her, even though I'm a qualified mental health professional. I
Yeah.
have not sat down with her,
yeah,
so
you
I
can't
cannot.
diagnose that.
Yeah,
She hasn't
I
sat with
don't
her.
diagnose anyone. No, 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 no,
Hmm.
no, no, no. What I will say is there are behaviors, okay, and those behaviors, that's something that for her, I believe it could be a defense mechanism, could be based from that underlying hurt that when she was not feeling so good about herself. Again, I'm corny, but I believe
Look,
that if she hears this, maybe something, just that little something that she's feeling, that spirit part of her will connect with that spiritual energy that's coming through the waves, that it may be like, you know what, I need to stop this foolishness. I really do, not today, but soon, but soon.
Yeah.
man, it's 100% something I believe. Like it's something I've seen firsthand. It's like people. I grew up in an environment. Weren't greatest. I went through the care system, and like uh, a lot of people that I knew spent all their lives and spent a lot of time in prison. They didn't. They weren't bad people. They weren't born bad people. Circumstance made them into the people they were. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to,
I'm sorry. You go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your point.
sorry.
No, I say you go ahead. Finish your point. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was saying that. There's that part of me that wants to say what happened to her to make her like this. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't think.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. That
I agree.
yeah, there do be like certain traumatic experiences that will pave the way into how the way you're going to be or create the person that you're currently going to become. You know, it happened to all of us. All of us had experienced that at one point in time.
I don't believe people are just born evil.
No, but however, that's based on my experience. I don't believe people are born evil, but I believe people are capable of it. You know, depending on the circumstances and choice.
Yeah. But it's like you could take any 9-year-old, 8-year-old child. They're not evil, are they? Do you know what I mean? At some point from the road of being a child to an adult, they've learnt to be evil.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to say, Lacer, with respect, and with still keeping confidentiality, even though that was over 2 decades ago, I used to believe that before I worked at a psych institute, working with children from the ages of 5 to 11, I think the unit was. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. There were a few of those young children that they were already setting fires and doing all kinds of indicators with us. It was the DSM-4 at the time. Now I think it's DSM-5.
DSM-5, yeah.
And they honestly, because they were young, they could not be diagnosed with those types of adult like disorders.
True.
However, they were in the making. There were a handful, and it pains me to say that I worked with them for 4 years, and through that, about 3 or 4 were strong. There was no empathy. There was no remorse. There was no care.
Yeah, but then we're talking about psychopathy and like mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
That's not evil, is it? That's psychopathy and.
Well, with that be the case, then we'll have to reexamine the whole definition of evil altogether, because based on what both of y'all saying, evil is based on the perspective of the social norm. Is that correct? What was deemed acceptable behavior, what's not acceptable behavior.
Because her behavior would be deemed evil. That type of behavior that she's doing to her victims, some would perceive that as evil behavior.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I would say it's like narcissistic, like problematic behavior. But like what you were saying with children is like, how do we differentiate evil from psychopathy and sociopathy? You know what I mean? Sorry, we're getting way off. I'm going way off charter, aren't I?
Well, it's only because the evil, and it's not necessarily though, Lacer, because with people that are hearing this conversation, there may be some questions about that where it's kind of murky for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to take over Mr. Therapist, but I'm just saying I'm hearing your perspective, and it's like, it's giving me something to think about as well. So
absolutely. Then also, I'm the one who's moderating too. So I'm the one who asking these different questions, because I believe that it may be, just like I say, people may be thinking about it, but they just don't know how to express it, or they're not comfortable with saying it. But I'm up here. I'm gonna ask questions. And we're gonna talk about it. You know, as long as y'all comfortable with talking about it. And so, just like say, people they're gonna look at this and like, okay, maybe we can look at this from a different point of view instead of trying to just throw stones at this person. Just keep throwing stones. Maybe we could actually come up with, different perspective or different conclusions that if not with Angela, maybe I have a family member or whoever who's dealing with the same type of situation. And by me listening to this, it could help me to navigate a way where I could talk to them about it, from a different point of view so I can understand.
Yeah. Because some people put evil and bad. And then it's like, okay, well, what's bad? Bad could be driving over the speed limit. That's not necessarily evil, but that's bad behavior.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though it's semantics, in this society in particular, words do matter. And sometimes a word is...
Well, they do it with law and with, like, the system. Words mean a lot. Like,
And because of that, I can't speak for everyone, but some of us have to code switch, right? So, and for me, I do practice the 4 agreements. And if I don't understand something or understand where I think they may be coming from, I do ask questions. And that tends to minimize conflict or confusion if you can understand where that person is coming from, and vice versa. Sometimes it sounds great in my head, but it may not come out quite right. And so when someone's able to ask, okay, I think this is what you're saying, I'm able to say yes, or I meant to say this.
Absolutely. And that goes with what I've been teaching on my platform too about effective communication.
Exactly. Thank you, professor, therapist. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, if you want to, you can just call me Urban. That's what everybody call me. They call me Urban. Or therapist, whatever you want to do, but majority of the people they call me Urban. But so far this been a real good dialogue. I'm enjoying the whole lot. I enjoy listening to both of y'all perspective. And like always,
I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, like always, I always learn so much when I listen to different people's perspective, and they make me think too, outside the box as well. So I appreciate this.
It's nice to have a chat on the internet with intelligent people that are willing to talk normally.
But you're fine.
I appreciate your accent, by the way, and I appreciate your different perspectives. You've given me things to think about already, and I love to hear other people because it makes me a better me. I know that sounds corny, and I don't mean for it to sound selfish. However, I'm all about the interconnectedness that we have with people, with the energy, right? So hearing you and your accent from wherever you are, it's awesome that this social media is able to have your energy meet with mine, that I can hear your perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of the world too. Yeah.
Well, right now, I got less than like 9 minutes left on this particular session, so I appreciate y'all coming up and sharing y'all different perspectives as well. So I appreciate it a whole lot.
Sure, thank you so much for the invite. Urban. I was about to play therapist again.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Yeah. Once again, that's a pretty good discussion. I enjoyed the dialogue. I enjoyed it. Yep. PNP, it was pretty good dialogue. I appreciate Miss Wilson and Mr. Lancer, aka Justin, I believe. And I appreciate both of them for coming up and sharing their perspective. And that's what it's all about too, guys. So whenever I'm doing my own shows like this, I want to hear different people on point of views or perspectives, so we can all just have a full think tank together, and we can all just come up with different perspectives and solutions about the situation. So it's not about just trying to clout chase someone or trying to turn them down or trying to just be judgmental of people or anything like that and stuff. At the end of the day, it's always about accountability on this show, period. And so that's what we're looking for. And I believe that through the most part, that's what we had achieved through this particular episode after everything that I presented to you as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this show, and I appreciate everyone's tuning in. Where we had a different content creators who are also joining me right now. One of them is part of my presence. He was on my show the last time. He's tuning in, listening right now. Tune in to his YouTube channel. It's called Part of My Presence. He do critical analysis as well, similar to what I do as well. So you do that. Check his channel out as well on PMP. If you don't mind, you could go ahead and plug your channel in the chat where people can find you. Then we also have the House of Madness as well too. He already plugged his link into the chat, so check him out as well. We got Toxic Masculinity with our Money Boy Trade. We got him as well. Check out this channel. We got Joy Chit Chat. Check out her channel. Her channel is called Joy Chit Chat as well too. So other than that, everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in with this particular show, and I hope y'all got a lot out of it. I know I have got a whole lot out of it. So like always, everybody, y'all continue to fight fates with faith, and I'll see you again on the next episode.